Matthew chapter number 13, verses number 42 and 43. And shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. We are at the end of the parable of the tares and the wheat, or the wheat and the tares. And at the end of this parable, once again, it's talking about the end of the world. It's talking about how the tares will be gathered together and thrown into a furnace. This is an illustration of an ancient furnace, and this is one as well. In both illustrations, the bottom line is it's going to be hot. Now, we fully know that this is talking about hell fire. That's what this illustration is. And Christ is teaching about this and trying to let them know. And he goes on to say, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. If you are in a fire, you can understand why there would be weeping and gnashing of teeth. This warning is echoed. You see, God is not trying to put people in hell. God doesn't want any to go to hell. In fact, God is doing every single thing he can. Christ is doing every single thing has done every single thing he could to prevent anyone from going to hell. But invariably, that will not be enough for some people. This warning, we can look at it. Matthew 13th chapter, verse number 50. Matthew 8th chapter, verse number 12. It talks about the weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew 22nd chapter, verse number 13. It talks about the weeping and gnashing of teeth as well. You can see Christ is repeatedly warning us, because he do not want any to perish. He loves us all. But he talks about now those that make it. It says something interesting here, how they would be as the sun shining in its glory, how they would be like the sun. Now, we read about God lighting up the city and the Lamb lighting up the city in New Jerusalem, but this verse actually gives us information that the individuals that make it will be shining with the glory of God as well, individually. This is great news. And then we wrap it up with one more warning. And we can see here, who has ears to hear, let him hear. Christ echoed this. Let's show you how many times he echoed this in the book of Revelation. Revelations 2nd chapter, to the Ephesus church, down here in verse number 7. He that has ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Let's come down the church in Smyrna. He that has ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. We can go on and on and on and on. Thyatira, he that has ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. That's only in the 2nd chapter. We haven't touched the 3rd chapter yet. So Christ is steady wanting us to listen and hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Once again, he's wanting us. God, in the name of Jesus, help us to listen. Help us to hear. Help us to do your will.